when you begin to actually change your lifestyle and you begin to mold yourself into the best version of you, you put a target on your back. And especially if you're going through this route of something that is not common, right? Something that is crazy, right? Is delusional. You're going to have a target on your back, and you need to realize that. Because in the past 2 years, I knew going into this, I knew that going into trading, people were going to criticize me, right? I knew that it was a part of it, right? I knew that my family would, right? But that's just a part of it. It's trading, right? 99% of people fail. And as I've grown on my social media, it only has grown with more hate as well, right? And it's just a balance. It's always going to be like that, right? And I'm grateful for that, because that has just shown me how much I've grown. But y'all need to look at hate from other people as them wanting to become you, right? And throughout this entire journey, whether that be face-to-face interaction, or whether that be online action, people hiding behind a screen, right? Just being keyboard warriors and sending me the most outrageous messages that I can't even say here on YouTube, right? It reminds me of the person I have become, that people are really willing to reach out and text me and just try to make me feel bad about myself for what I'm doing, right? Because they realize they can't do it themselves, bro. And all this hate, bro, I don't use it to fuel me. You see a lot of people out there that say, people, very successful people, they say use hate as fuel. Use that as fuel. I don't use that as fuel, bro. I use Jesus' love as fuel to push me forward each and every single day, to help more people out. I don't use hatred, bro, because eventually you're going to run out of that. Eventually you're going to run out of that hatred that, I got to get revenge. I got to get revenge on my friend group. I'm going to show them real good. I could care less about that. And you need to care less about that as well, bro. Because it's going to get to a point where you're finally at your goals and you're finally looking down on your old friends or whoever trash talked you. And you don't feel anything because revenge isn't anything. Revenge doesn't lead to any long-lasting just peace. It doesn't. So, I've never used that hate as fuel ever. But I always just love to look at where people are in life and, just realize, how much I have changed my life. Because these people would never be in my DMs. These people would never be in my comments talking like they are, right? If I haven't built myself to the point where I'm at now, to where I'm so desired by other people, right? To really reach out and just try to make me feel bad about myself. But, with all that aside, I don't care what other people think about me. Y'all see me post some crazy stuff on my social media, bro, and I could care less. I'm leading people more to God. I'm hopefully putting a smile on some people's faces. I'm helping people in their trading. I'm doing all of the above, right? And so many people can never do that because they're so scared of what people may say, the negative comments people may say, the hate they may get, right? And, what's going to happen if they start consistently posting? People are just so scared of what other people are going to think of them if they just stay consistent with, posting online and trying to actually make something of themselves, right? In this new generation we have, the new ability to make money, right? People are so scared, and that's just one thing over time I've gotten better with, just not caring. Because you need to realize, bro, these people that are hating, these people that hate, they are at a state in life where, think about it, bro, they are reaching out to you, they're texting you, they're wasting their time, their energy to message you hateful messages, hateful words. I can't tell you the last time, bro, probably years ago, I have ever posted or commented on someone's, social media post or whatever, trash talking them. I don't even comment in general. Whenever I do comment, it's always like a dude with 20 likes and he's spreading the word, or he's, trying to help people how to like learn how to trade or something, and I let them know, I'm like, bro, good video, keep it up. And they always reach back out and say, bro, thank you so much. Like, I'm always trying to spread love instead of spreading hate. And you got to realize, bro, that these people that are spreading hate, they are a miserable part of their life, bro. And every time I get one of these comments, I just sit back and I'm like, dude, how miserable do you have to be? How miserable do you have to be to come at me and say these outrageous things? Like, how miserable, like all I want to do is just help people out, right? All I want to do is help people out. I don't trash talk on my social media or anything, but these people just come at me. But again, all I care about, bro, is helping people out, putting a smile on people's faces, and leading people to my Savior, right? Jesus Christ. That's it. So why should I get caught up so much in what other people are thinking of me? Because I know my self-worth. And I know these people are talking and trash talking to me because they're their own insecurities. My parents used to always say that, Bryson, he's picking on you, middle school and all this stuff. Bryson, he's picking on you because he's insecure. And I was like, there's no way. Like, why would he be insecure? Why would he be insecure? But now I'm starting to realize these people are insecure. They are so insecure about themselves. They're looking at me and seeing that I'm posting 5-6 times a day. They're seeing that I'm staying consistent over 2 years of smashing my head against the wall and trading, and finally starting to see progress these past few months. That's why they're hating, because they can't do that. They can't do what you're doing, bro. They cannot do what you're doing. And you're bringing yourself down because other people are trying to pull you down. You're going down with them. That's their whole plan, is to bring you down with them, right? And the biggest things that y'all can do as well, bro, if y'all face this face to face, if you have friends or if you have peers that are doubting you, they are doubting you about what your plans are, or like what you're actually trying to do. I'm not talking about some side gig that you're, oh yeah guys, I'm gonna make $1 million this year. Of course you're gonna make made fun of for doing that, bro, because you're not serious. But if you're serious about something, you're showing up months and months and months and then years, and you got people on your dick making fun of you. You know that you're up. Like at that point, you know that it's coming to you. Everything is coming to you at that point, because these people, again, when they start to really see that you're growing and you're growing out of that friend group, you're growing out of what you and your friends used to do on the weekends or whatever, right? They want you to return. They don't want you to get better than them. They don't want you to get better than them, so they're going to try to drag you down. So that's the great thing in all this, because you start to realize, like, okay, this guy is in a worse scenario in his life than me, so why should I start to, question why should I start to question what he thinks about me? Because at the end of the day, the only person that I care, the only thing that I care what they think about me, if that makes any sense, my bad voice, is Jesus Christ. I don't care what anyone else thinks about me. I don't care what my family thinks about me, because they have doubted me throughout this entire thing. They've supported me, but they have doubted that it will ever work. I don't care what they have thought, right? They've told me many times, Bryce, just go to college, whatever. And yet I'm still chasing my dreams, and finally things are starting to work out. And it's because I was able to make it through an entire 2 years of hate from other people, online and in person. And I've just learned to cut those off, right? We all just need to learn, bro, to just move on. Move on. These people do not know where your heart is. They do not know where you're at. They don't know how much work you've put in. They don't know how bad you want this. Stick to it, bro, and I promise you, if you put your faith in God, things will work out. Things will work themselves out if you just ignore all this hate. If you're only focused on you, your relationship with God and your loved ones. That's all you need, bro. That's all you need. So, I appreciate y'all boys for watching. I hope you were able to get something from this video, as always. Beautiful view, bro, as the sun is starting to set this side, sadly. The sun rises over here, but sun sets over here, so not the best view for the afternoon, but other than that, guys, I appreciate y'all for staying all the way to the end of this video. If you have, If you want to join the Discord, it'll be left down in the description. But other than that, the video will be posted for this week in the vlog. But yeah, that's going to be pretty much it. So I'll see y'all boys in a few days. Peace out.